This portion of Americana Outdoors is brought to you in part by Bradley Smoker, food smoking the easy way. By Nikon Sport Optics, binoculars, scopes, and rangefinders. And by Thompson Center Arms. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors from the Nooner Ranch. It's early morning, and we're in the field with Do All Outdoors' Scott Whitted.
We got to the stand at about 6:15, so we had about a half an hour before light, and it was extremely foggy. It was actually really exciting because you'd see deer move in and out of the fog, and there was one deer in particular that we got on film, and he came through the fog, and it was just like all of a sudden you just saw his body, and then all of a sudden his horns appeared, and so it was pretty exciting. And you never got a really good crisp view of any deer actually, unless they walked within 15 yards of the stand. Well, we had sat 3 times at that one location, and we were looking for a particular deer. Come to find out, he was chasing the doe, pushing her pretty hard, and there was a good chance we weren't going to see him where he had been. So Wade made the decision that he wanted to try a new location, and I'm like, great, let's do it. And so we grabbed the tripod, and they went to a different area of the ranch. All right, so tonight we've got to change the location. We're going to be sitting on an oat field. The weather's changed quite a bit. And we want to find a little bit more open area because not only has the weather changed, but the buck's attitude has changed in the last 48 hours. We've watched him go from being kind of attentive to the does to the last 24 hours. The deer have really started to bow up a little bit and get a little bit more aggressive towards the does. We see more deer chasing does, so we want to get a little bit more open setting tonight and see if we can just see a little bit more activity in an open area. So we're going to hit this food plot this evening. I love sitting on food plots. I love the whole idea of them. I just like the management part of that, whether it be food plots or mineral sites or things like that. I really enjoy the management part of it, and seeing a big food plot like that got me pretty excited. Probably half hour to 45 minutes into it, this really, I saw the body of this really large deer, and I lifted up my Nikons and looked at him, and I saw the horns. It was a really heavy 10, narrow, but had really good mass for the 10-pointer. And he came out, and he wasn't out there 2 minutes, and something spooked him, and he disappeared. And we probably went a half an hour without seeing anything. And I was, looking to my right, my left, and I heard trees moving. I looked back, and there was this 6x6 that was just working this tree over, and he was thrashing his head, and it was actually great. He was obviously announcing his presence to the other animals when he came out. At that point, I knew I wanted to try to harvest the animal, but I just had no shot. Then all of a sudden, he just started walking straight towards me for no reason that I can figure out. He just wanted to come across that food plot, and he was coming across it, and he kept coming and coming, and he ended up probably 35 yards from us. I started feeding on the oats. Well, I know I made a good shot on the deer, and I've been standing up here shaking for about 10 minutes, but getting ready to get down and go look for him. I saw him go down right, not more than 40 yards to my left. I started shaking a little bit, and actually a lot of bit, and honestly, I couldn't wait to get out of the stand. I know I had to wait a little bit, and because I couldn't see him. I heard him go down, I knew where he was, but I needed to be patient and wait a little bit. I didn't want to literally run out of the stand, but if I had my way, I would have jumped out of the stand if I could have. So this is my biggest deer in my life by far, and he's a 6x6 to boot. It's been a great day. Let me tell you that it's been a great day.
Coming up, we've got more trophy whitetail hunting from the Nooner Ranch. When Americana Outdoors goes into the field, we take along Nikon Sport Optics above any other brand. For binoculars, rangefinders, and rifle scopes, you can find the complete selection of Nikon optics online at Cabela's.com. We'll be right back with more Americana Outdoors.